Hello, Lisa Fry here, the Catholic unschooler, homeschooler, all-around schooler, always learning. I want to say that this is the 1 year anniversary for Mr. Fry, my late husband's entry into heaven, we'll say. Yes. So today seems pretty rough for me, and what a good friend of mine suggested was, why don't you go do something that he would like to do with the family? So we're going to go, as long as the weather allows it, we're going to go, I'm going to take the kids to go ride go-karts and get ice cream, maybe right along the beach. I don't know yet, but that first part, yes, because that's what his job was. He loved doing it. And but right now I'm going to go to Mass. There's not one scheduled for him, because you can have a Mass in the Catholic Church for in the honor of someone, but since I'm not sure I don't have one at this church. But if I show God that I am going to Mass on purpose and then offer the Mass up for the sake of my late husband and my aunt who passed away from the virus, she was a nurse. So God will take those graces and bless the people that you personally are going out of your way for. Does that make sense? All right, so that's where we're at today. So please pray for the Fry family, and of course for my late husband, Stephen. I hate saying that, I really do, I don't like it. And for my aunt. Okay, thank you. We'll see you later. Okay, so can you believe it? It looks like I never went anywhere, doesn't it? But I went to Mass, and I offered the Mass up for Stephen and my aunt, and I was able to spend, wow, okay, so 7:30 to 10:30 there. And you know, I am reading the most awesome book. It's called My Imitation of Mary. I have my Imitation of Christ, but this one is My Imitation of Mary, and what a blessing. I'm going to have to tell you like what it was talking about. And like Mary was very quiet. When you read the Bible, you say like, well, where was Jesus for those many years, and why didn't you really hear what they all had to say? And it's teaching the reader that we shouldn't always be talking, right? Unless you have something profitable to tell. And we should be having more interior life, right? So meditating upon the Word of God and what does God want of us, or thanking Him, glorifying Him. But spend most of our time quiet, which is new for me. So I thought that was cool, and just to have an interior life rather than an exterior life, always seeking outer things to comfort you, but to always, rather than go to people to tell them your concerns or whatever, go to God first, and a lot of times they were saying, just do that, and so in my life, I'm trying to figure out how God works, right? I'll put you in the cabinet. How does God work in that, like, what am I supposed to be doing with my life, after Mr. Fry? It's like, okay, I guess I just have to, when it says seek first the kingdom, it really means seek God and He, right? I keep thinking like God just plopped us here on the earth, and whatever happens, happens. And we're on our own. We have to figure it all out, because I know the energy it takes to get things done, right? So when I worked on this house and then we had a flood, and it's like I spent and I'm still doing it. So it's really 1 year of just constant motion, but I had to put forth the energy. So I'm always like, oh my gosh, like what direction am I supposed to go in, and to make a future for ourselves. And I'm just like, okay, God, I see how He brings people here and all the deals that come about, and it's awesome, and all the support that we have, and a lot of it wasn't even my doing. So it's very nerve-wracking, because you want to trust God, right? Like, hello, like if he can create the earth and all of us, and he is quite capable of keeping His promises that, He's going to take care of us. Like, He goes before us, right? So I'm just really trying to find peace, because I wake up with anxiety a lot, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to feel anxious. So I just really am trying to rest in knowing that God has gone before me, and he's taken care of us, and he continues to do it. How he's going to work out, you tell him your desires. Whatsoever you desire, pray as though you've already received it, and I will give it to you. Okay. So I have my own desires, and I keep presenting them to him every day, and we'll see what happens. So today I'm going to take the kids to go-karts and ice cream, and that's something Mr. Fry definitely would do with them because he loved it very much. And what I did was I got in touch with all his motorcycle friends in his phone, and I wrote a little, thanking them kind of text, because he loved motorcycles so much. And I thanked them for riding with him. Like, I used to hate it. I used to hate that he would go riding, and leave us for hours. And I'm like, now I wish I never did that. And if God grants me a husband one day, I will not do that again. You have to look at their passions as long as they don't offend God and support them in it. And I'm so sorry to Mr. Fry that I did that. So it's sad, But I know that if he was standing here right now, I could look right at him and say, will you forgive me? And he's so cute. He would say, yeah. So let me show you a picture of us. This is above the stove. I have these here. Wedding. And this was while we were dating, He was amazing. And I still cannot believe that he is not here. All right, so our guest arrived. It's one of Seth's friends, and we are going to go and get ice cream. It's getting really dark and dreary, right? See outside? And we're going to go get ice cream in honor of Mr. Fry, because he loved ice cream. Like, who doesn't like hello? Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, be our safeguard against the wiles and wickedness of the devil. Restrain him, O God, we humbly pray, and do thou, Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast him down, Satan, and all the evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruin and destruction of souls. Amen. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring a ring. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas. We gotta be careful, guys. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is not safe, okay? Oh my gosh. That's not safe. Oh my gosh. What is going on around here? No. Save my gosh. Alright, the next. Go ahead. Ashley, go ahead.
Do you want to share this with me?
No. It looks like a microphone, so tell me. Say, yeah, that's gonna fall off.
You're just gonna get like one of those.
So Mr. Fry used to like these, so Rachel's gonna get one of those. All right,
is this free?
Next.
Why would you want that? I get a cone.
You don't want whipped cream?
Or sugar or sugar?
You don't want whipped cream on it?
It's really big.
I do.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. They're making a cake.
Ice cream cake.
Yeah, that one fell on the ground. Nice. All right, look at people. National Weather Service, a flash flood warning is in effect for this area until 6. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation.
I'm telling you, the government's trying to lower people.
Oh my gosh, we're in trouble. Well, as long as we got ice cream. I was hoping to get 6 cheeseburgers and a medium fry. So Mr. Fry would always get a bag of burgers. It was his way of trying to save money and yet feed everybody. So in honor of him, we're going to do the same thing. See her stuff.
There's literally just French fries in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're waiting for we had one fry, but then 6 cheeseburgers. Yeah, so that was not the right order.
We already have it.
Take the phone.
No, they're going to throw it out. We're keeping it. Cool. We just got, and I bet you it was a large fry, too.
Two
Large fries? All right. Thank you, Daddy. So they ended up taking the fries back, which the kids were already eating out of. Usually you're supposed to say, oh, just take it. I don't know. Rabbit, he's in my backyard eating and laying down, and he's actually lounging out. Is that not
you have a lot of rabbits in your yard.
Look at that, though. He's actually got his legs kicked out the way Miffy does. That is funny. And he wanted to go up further, so he scooched himself up while his legs are still kicked out.
Yeah.
Oh, that is funny.
Funny.
Oh my gosh.
So
I guess today I'm standing in the corner. I lived in the corner as a child. But I sent out a message, like I said earlier, to all the guys that he used to ride with, and one of the writers said, "To Lisa, God bless Steve, you and your children. Steve was a great friend to everyone who knew him. He had a light about him, all his own. He was the one who pulled us all together for some incredible rides. I'll never forget, no matter how far we rode from home, all he talked about was you and the kids. He was a true gentleman and a rider amongst riders. He rode like the wind." Yes, it's true. "Most couldn't even stay with him. Steve will always be remembered every time I ride in my heart. Gosh. Bless you, Lisa, and the kids. Sincerely, Bill." Oh, God. Okay. I just want you to, hear what they're saying. Miss my brother Steve, always in my heart. Miss him so much. Ugh. Because I had said to them, "Hello to all Stephen's motorcycle friends. This is his wife, Lisa. I just went to a mass for the sake of Stephen's soul. If you would all say a prayer today, for it is his 1-year anniversary with the Lord. I want you to know, as you probably already do, that he would want to tell you today how much he loves you all. He enjoyed you all. I thank you with all my heart for bringing him the joy that you all did when you went riding with him. He loved motorcycles his whole life, and because of you, he was able to enjoy it even more. May God bless you and your families on this day, and please don't forget to say a small prayer for my beloved and yours." Oh, wow. It's amazing to me. Yes, may God bless our Steve. Miss him so much. Hugs and kisses for you guys. We love you. I know. It's amazing.
What's wrong with you?
Wow, look at the rain. Oh, whoa, see the lightning? Wow. Forget the go-karts, people.
No, we can go on the go-karts.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We'll drift.
Uh-huh. Wow. Whoa. See the lightning? Oh,
I got scared.
listen to the thunder. Listen. Nice. So we're playing Christmas music because it's Christmas in July. Listening to the sermon, and he said that when things seem like they're falling apart, they're really falling together. Isn't that nice? God is working all things out. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. My uncle, who lost his wife recently, like I was telling you, he is a grief counselor, and he was telling me, when you've been traumatized, and the reason is that, like, I'm looking for Steven all the time. I'm always like, well, he's probably going to come to the door. It's 10:30. He's going to be coming home from work. And I'm like, I have to ask people, is he really gone? Like, did that really happen? Or is this just like my imagination? And then when they tell me that he did die, I'm like, well, maybe you're not real. You know what I mean? Maybe you're not real because you wouldn't be saying that to me. Maybe I'm imagining even your existence right now. So the reason is because, picture a staircase. So the first step was, okay, he was here and, he's getting ready to go on vacation. I say goodbye, I bless him, and I watch him walk out the door. And the next minute or the next couple of days go by and we skip a step. See, the step, like my uncle, he was in the hospital with his wife. He saw her get sick. He saw her go on morphine. He saw the oxygen levels going down. He was holding her hand when she died. They talked, and then boom, and then she died, right? So there's no trauma there. There's grief, but there's no trauma. And so we in this family, and maybe you, or maybe you know someone, we skipped the second step. It was like all of a sudden I see him in his coffin the next time I see him, and it's like, what happened? Where did that, what? There's no explanation. I hear what you're saying, but there is no explanation. Oh, look who just showed up. Look at this shirt, huh? Is that Daddy's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks so much. I found it in my closet.
Yep. Isn't he cute? You gotta put that in your hat. So, no. So the point is that when you skip the step, it's not your reality. You're like, you're trying. Don't do that. You're trying to figure everything out, and it doesn't make sense. So because we weren't there when it happened, even though my daughters were, they still really weren't because they were upstairs sleeping in their bed. And then so when they came down, it's like, okay.
When are we going that place?
Whenever your friend gets
can I
here.
say something?
Yeah, hold on. I'm listening to this sermon, and he said that when things seem like they're falling apart, they're really falling together. Isn't that nice? God is working all things out. Oh my gosh. It's
So I have
beautiful.
come down to deliver them.